Alright guys, we are finally here with Resident Evil 4. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, this is my favorite game of all fucking time. Hands down, my favorite video game in existence is this game right here. I have played this game. I played it when it first came out. I was a fucking kid. The game scared the fucking shit out of me. I loved it. It was fantastic. It still is. And it is, in my opinion, like I said, it is my favorite video game ever, period. There has never been a game that has topped this one. Now, it is not my favorite Resident Evil game, but it is my favorite video game of all fucking time. This game is absolutely fucking phenomenal. If you have not played it, I 100%, I 1000% recommend that you play this game. It is absolutely fucking amazing. So there's been so there in the story of Resident Evil though, this one takes place about 6 years after the events of Resident Evil 2, 3 and Code Veronica and 1. So it takes place in the year I believe either 2004 or 5. I want to say it's 2004. Hold on. I don't fucking know. It's one of those goddamn years. But hold on a minute. I'm doing the fucking math in my head right now. Fuck it, I don't know. Whatever. It takes place, I believe, in either 2004 or 2005. But essentially, getting into this game, you're gonna get a little bit of an explanation, like kind of a rundown of what's happened in the story so far. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of that too. Um, so basically, after the events of Resident Evil Code Veronica, that's when Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles picks up. So what that game shows you is how Chris and Jill went to Europe to stop Umbrella. They went to Umbrella's Europe headquarters and stopped them there. But Wesker was also working, and he also put an end to Umbrella. But, he did that for his own gain. So Wesker basically stole all of Umbrella's assets, and he shut them down from the inside, while Chris and Jill destroyed them from the outside. Of course, Chris and Jill had no idea that Wesker was also behind Umbrella's downfall. But Umbrella has been taken down for good. Um, and then after that, Leon, I briefly mentioned this a little bit in Resident Evil 3 in my playthrough, but Leon, he basically has been recruited by the U.S. government agent. He's basically a U.S. government agent now, but he was working with a military unit, I believe, called Stratcom. And he was tasked with a mission that takes place in the game Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles. Now, that one takes place like 2 years, maybe a year before this game. I think it's 2 years, actually. But basically, Leon was tasked with going to South America to stop a drug lord named Javier Hidalgo. He was in possession of the T. Veronica virus. So basically, Leon and his partner Jack Krauser were sent to South America to put a stop to that guy. And he's a bioterrorist, whatever. So essentially, Leon and Krauser, they stopped this guy. But in the process, there were monsters, all kinds of shit. It's all shown in the game Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles, by the way. But Jack Krauser injured his arm. And basically, he was one of those types of people that, the military was his career, basically. So that pretty much ruined his life, essentially. So, basically, at that point, you find out that Krauser is seeking out Wesker so that he can work for Wesker and give him a new purpose in life, so to speak. So that's all you really need to know to be caught up for this game. Um, Now, a lot of people believe that Resident Evil 4 is when the series started to jump the shark and go full on action, and it kind of is the start of that. So, Resident Evil 4, it is not fixed camera angle anymore. Now, the camera angle is constantly behind you, and it is an over the shoulder action shooter game, but it's still got a lot of elements of survival horror in it. So, I think I've pretty much said all I need to say to preface this game. So let's fucking get into it. This game is fucking awesome, guys. I am going to be playing on professional difficulty, by the way, because normal, too easy for me. And I have never even bothered playing on easy difficulty because I couldn't fucking be bothered to do that. Nor professional is the only difficulty that even gives me a challenge anymore. Guys, I'm not joking when I say that if I were to die or something and I got like a stat sheet or whatever for how many hours I have put into Resident Evil 4 for all the consoles that I've ever played it on, I'm telling you guys it would be easily over 20,000 hours in this game. Way over that, probably. I have played the absolute fuck out of this game. When I first got this game, my mom got it on the PlayStation 2. And, I played that game to the point that I burned a fucking ring in the disc and we could not play it anymore. So we ended up buying another copy of it, and I did the exact same thing to that copy. So then we got a third fucking copy, and guess what? I did the exact same thing to that one too. I have played the absolute fuck out of this game. And then we ended up getting it on the Nintendo Wii. I played it on there. I've played almost every port of this game in existence, and I'm even talking about the shitty iPhone port on mobile. I've played that one too. I think I've said enough so you guys know that I absolutely love this game. It is fucking amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now and we are going to begin. Resident Evil 4. Now right here it's asking me to select a costume. You unlock these two when you beat the game. I will show those off at some point, but we're just going to be using the normal costume. So yeah, here we go, guys.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
We'll stay and watch that car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear. Somehow I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
Alright, so now we are in the game. So, that radio call there, Hunnigan, is Leon's fucking, she's basically the support, like she said. So you can see this is how you aim in this game. It's over the shoulder. Resident Evil 4 was one of the first video games to ever do this with this camera angle, and it would continue to be implemented, you know, for the future of gaming, basically. So Resident Evil 4 was also the first Resident Evil game where you could use your gun or your knife right from the get-go. So you can use your knife if you want to, or your gun. I have beat this whole game using nothing but the knife and the starting pistol here. There's a few extra cutscenes here too I'm going to show you guys.
Forget your makeup or something?
Forget your makeup or something? And now listen to what this guy says.
What's the matter? Did you lose your nerve?
What's the matter? Did you lose your nerve? And then if you try to go back across the bridge, you'll get another cutscene.
Not that way, cowboy.
Not that way, cowboy. So I also wanted to mention that I am using a graphical mod for this game called the RE4 HD Project. So it makes all of the textures much, much better. So that's why it looks really, really fucking good. But when this game, you know, first came out, it came out on the Nintendo GameCube originally. So it didn't really look as good as it does here when it first came out. Also, Resident Evil 4 was the first one to have loot drops from the enemies. There's going to be a little cutscene here. So you don't, I mean, you're still going to be looking for ammo, but, you know, the enemies will drop ammo. So over here, this is the way that we're supposed to be going in this isolated village, but look here, this old truck's blocking the trail. Maybe it belongs to one of the villagers around here. So let's go and investigate this house. There are various small items on the shelf, nothing particularly unusual here. I love this cutscene.
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize a girl in this photograph?
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Freeze! I said freeze!
Alright, so I want to explain a little bit about how the enemies in this game work. You can shoot them in the face or in the legs, and it will stun them, and then you can follow it up with a melee attack. So, you can make Leon kick the enemy in the face. Watch this. You can roundhouse kick them, and then whenever they're down, come up, finish them with a knife.
Shit.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Alright, so we're going to investigate this guy here. He's not a zombie. Yep, so there are no zombies in this game. You're in a whole different fucking ballpark now. So let the fucking terror fill you. I guess would be the best way to describe that. Looks like they've killed a lot of people. I hope Ashley's okay. So these enemies are very, very aggressive. They are called ganado. So the language that they're speaking in this game is Spanish. And basically what that guy said to Leon, whenever Leon came up to him in the house there, I don't really speak Spanish, so I'm not really going to attempt to, you know, say what that guy said to Leon there. But he basically told him, "Who the hell are you? How the fuck did you get in here? Get the fuck out." And that's why Leon was like, "Geez, sorry to bother you." So these enemies, they'll make sense later. I'm not really going to get into it right now. But we're going to get back here and get another cutscene. Where are the officers? I hope they got out in time. So, oops, didn't mean to do that with the camera. Resident Evil 4 had quite a rocky development history, which I'm sure you guys have probably heard about by now. But, this game had like 3 different builds in it, the first build ended up being scrapped entirely and turned into Devil May Cry 1. Now, if you kill the crow on top of this god post right here, you'll get a hand grenade, and that one will drop some more pesetas. Hand grenade. Also, this takes place in 2004. That's the year. You definitely want to help this dog out of the bear trap. So that's also basically kind of a warning to the player saying, hey, there's going to be bear traps in the area. They don't really do much damage to Leon's overall health, but they are a fucking hindrance. And let me tell you guys, in the remake of Resident Evil 4, the bear traps are fucking atrocious in that game. They are everywhere. Un forastero! That means, you know, outsider. I'll try and translate what these enemies are saying to the best of my knowledge, but like I said, I don't speak Spanish. But un forastero, that basically just means outsider. What the fuck was I gonna say? Fuck, I don't remember. Check this out right here to Leon's left. Look at that. That is fucking brutal. Look at that shit. Guess there's no sex discrimination here. Better find her fast. What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Maybe I'm just a dumbass and I don't really understand what... Okay, how did that guy miss me? That guy absolutely hit me right there. Whatever. So one thing that I like to do in this game is if you run up to the ganado enemies, they will, you can bait them to attack and then backstep very quickly. And it's a very easy way to, see, they said un forastero again. Un forastero! Let's see what he says. Oh, nothing. But, yeah, this game had a few different builds to it. Now, one of them, there have been fan recreations of it. It's called the Hookman build of the game. And I will hopefully be able to do a playthrough of that on this channel if I can find a way to play it. Because like I said, there have been recreations of it, like fan recreations. So if I'm able to find a way to play that, I am absolutely going to play that on this channel. But we're going to get another radio call here.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
Alright, so this is the playing manual too. Yeah, whatever. We know how to play the game. Shut up. So, earlier in that, communication file, Hunnigan told us that she sent us a file. She basically sent us the playing manual 1 and the info on Ashley. Info on Ashley. Name, Ashley Graham. Age 20. Daughter of the United States President. She was kidnapped by an unidentified group while on her way home from her university. The kidnapper's motives are still unknown, although there's reliable information that the perpetrator is an insider. Only a handful of people know about this kidnapping. It's been kept under wraps, mostly due to the fact that we can't determine who the traitor is. The guys in intelligence say they have reliable information that Ashley's been sighted somewhere in Europe, but until we find out who the insider is, I don't know what to believe. It could be a ploy. We have very few leads as to the whereabouts of Ashley, but members of the Secret Service and anyone else related to Ashley are being questioned by an investigative team. Even active agents are being investigated for any information. It's just a matter of time before the kidnapper is exposed. So, I briefly mentioned in my Code Veronica playthrough that a lot of people consider Code Veronica to be a spin-off, but in my opinion, I think Resident Evil 4 is a fucking spin-off. Because, I mean, yeah, it technically does continue the main story, but this one, it's just fucking insane. You guys will see. So if you look here, you'll see that that other police officer, well, one of them has been captured and fucking killed by these villagers. So this is one of the most iconic moments in the game. This is the village battle. Basically what I have to do is I believe you gotta kill about 13 villagers or run around for about 5 minutes without being killed. And then this phase will be over. When I first played this game, this part was intense as fuck, guys, and, you know, it's still intense to this day. But, pretty much you're gonna get spotted eventually anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's pretty much no stealth element in this game, so I'm basically just playing the best that I can right here. I'm going to be looting as much as I can here before, you know, I alert all these enemies. You can also move the camera angle, and it can help you in some areas. Um, but yeah, I'm also gonna mention that the music in this game is fucking phenomenal as well, just like the music in every Resident Evil game. I'm predicting, guys, that I'm probably gonna be able to beat this whole playthrough without getting killed a single time, honestly. Because like I said, I have played this game to fucking death. I know it like the back of my hand. I know every fucking thing there is to know about this game. I've played it that many goddamn times. Look at all the damn herbs I already have. So, Resident Evil 4 also introduced a new type of herb called the yellow herb. Now, if you look down here at Leon's character model over there in the attaché case, if you look below him, you'll see that it also shows my remaining ammo, and that green bar is Leon's health, but there's a white bar at the very end of it. Basically, the more yellow herbs that you use, the higher your overall health will become. So at the end of the game, that health bar is going to be completely full all the way around that circle. So you've also got grenades in this game. There's 3 different types. You're seeing them right now: flash grenade, hand grenade, and incendiary grenade. Me personally, I never use the incendiary grenades hardly at all. So I probably won't be using those a whole lot. Oh, I need to go in this building and loot it as well. So we're going to go in here. It's a bit dark, honestly. I might go into the options and change the brightness settings in a second, because it is a little bit dark for me. But I did get a new monitor, so that could be why it's just not adjusted to it yet. That door was locked, so I had to shoot the padlock off of it. Oops. Shotgun shells and more pesetas. You can also shoot through these doors and damage the enemies as well. Look at them out there. Man, they want me dead, guys. Look at them. Oh shit, they broke through. Get the fuck out of my way. So now we're gonna go in this cabin and get a cutscene.
Who are these people? What are they planning? Chainsaw. Shit. Son of a...
Alright, so we're going to be pushing this cabinet in front of the window. So that enemy with the chainsaw, his name is Dr. Salvador. If he gets up close to you, he will use the chainsaw and cut your fucking head off and kill you instantly. So stay the fuck away from him. When I first played this game and he killed me like that, guys, it scared the fucking shit out of me. Look at him down there, that fucking lunatic. Obviously, he seems to be based on Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is one of my favorite horror movies ever. Fucking classic movie. Dr. Salvador is pretty dangerous. I also want to mention that Resident Evil 4, in my opinion, is the most gruesome and graphic, gory Resident Evil game of them all. The death scenes in this game are very, very gruesome. Like, you can get all kinds of fucked up shit to happen to Leon in this game. So I'm going to be trying to kill the chainsaw guy right here, but I need to get a bit of distance away from him first. Fucking bitch. Now Resident Evil 4, did you see how that white bar increased a little bit when I used that because it had a yellow herb? Now Resident Evil 4 has adaptive difficulty as well. So the better you perform in the game, the more difficult that it will become later on. But the more you die, like the more trouble you have in the game, the easier it will get on you. So the difficulty adapts with you, and that is very cool about Resident Evil 4. Fucking hell, I thought that was... Ah, you fucker. I like to try and only use the shotgun on the on Dr. Salvador, but don't really have a choice. I'm not gonna heal again. Oh, shit. Fuck! Fuck, I hit the wrong button there. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Fucking stop throwing shit at me. My god, that gets on my fucking nerves with these enemies. They always want to throw shit at you. Okay, good, that missed me. Fuck it, I'm gonna use this other hand grenade, actually. I don't like using all those, but, you know, whatever. Resident Evil 4 was also the first Resident Evil game where you could manually reload your weapons. You didn't have to wait.
La campana. Es hora de rezar. Tenemos que irnos. Lord Sattler.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
So what I was going to say before that cutscene interrupted me there, unfortunately I was not able to kill Dr. Salvador there, but that's okay. Resident Evil 4 was the first one where you can manually reload your firearms. You don't have to wait on your ammo to run out. So see how I've got 4 shotgun shells? This normally holds 6, so I can just go ahead and reload it the way that it is, like that. What the fuck was I gonna mention? Completely lost my train of thought. God damn it. Well, shit, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, man, I've completely lost my fucking train of thought. I'm basically going to be looting everything in this area, and then we're going to move on. Move on. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. You don't actually have to have ink ribbons to save your game in this Resident Evil game, and the top riders are kind of fucking pointless, in my opinion, in Resident Evil 4. They're basically just there in case you want to stop playing the game and pick it up again. I'll show you in a little bit. But right here is another file. Alert order. Recently, there has been information that a United States government agent is here investigating the village. Do not let this American agent get in contact with the prisoner. For those of you not yet informed, the prisoner is being held in an old house beyond the farm. We will transfer the prisoner to a more secure location in the valley when we are ready. The prisoner is to stay there until further notice. Meanwhile, do not let the American agent near the prisoner. We do not know how the American government found out about our village, but we are investigating. However, I feel that this intrusion at this particular time is not just a coincidence. I sense a third party other than the United States government involved here. My fellow men, stay alert. Chief Torres Mendez. So yeah, they know that Leon is here investigating the village. So this is the next area. This is the farm. Now this area actually has a little side quest that you can do, and I'm going to be doing it. There's a little paper here explaining the side quest right here. About the blue medallions. 15 blue medallions, 7 in the farm, 8 in the cemetery. For those of you who destroy 10 or more will be awarded. The rest is illegible, whatever the fuck. So there are, I believe, 7 here, like it said. Un forastero! Shut up. You shoot that and do that, and you'll get a pearl pendant. If you just shoot it down and it goes into that pit of manure, it will become a different item called Dirty Pearl Pendant. And it's going to, Well, you'll see in a little bit. Basically, where the fuck did you come from? What the hell? Alright then. I'm kind of getting fucked up here, guys. I'm not doing as well as I was expecting to do. Alright, I'm going to try and use the knife as much as I can. But fuck it. If I can't, I can't. It's not a big deal. Fucking back off. There we go, he's dead. Alright, these enemies will also dissolve into the ground. It's kind of weird. But they do that because, I have a trainer for this game, and if you turn off the disappearing bodies, you know, having the bodies dissolve, then, it just makes them not be able to load in any more enemies at a certain point. So that is why they had to do that. Now right here, I want to show you guys this. Nothing here except a stinking pool of manure. So Leon is a bit of a wise ass in this game. So Leon's had quite a bit of character development by the events of Resident Evil 2 to 4. He basically went from being a naive rookie cop to being a wise-ass, wisecracking government agent who just says really stupid shit because he thinks he's funny. I can't believe this. These are all dead bodies. You can also tell that a lot of the dialogue in this game and the text is clearly, like, poorly translated from the Japanese version, because, I mean, who the fuck talks like that? I can't believe this. These are all dead bodies. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's the next blue medallion. There are 15 blue medallions in total, by the way. Okay, shoot that one. 3 out of 15. So those chickens will drop eggs, and you can actually equip them. And look at Leon over there. So Leon is a total badass in this game. Leon is my favorite Resident Evil character, period. He's honestly guys, Leon is my favorite fictional character of all, like, ever fucking made. Leon is my favorite fictional character of all time, and this game is my favorite video game of all time. I've played it a fucking 1,000 times. You know, I told you guys about how whenever I was a kid, I burned 3 whole discs of this game because I played it so much. There we go, fucking headshot. Alright. And also, whenever I was a kid, I had a bomber jacket that looked identical to Leon's in this game, and I wore that fucking jacket everywhere. And I would even, you know, style my hair like Leon's. And I even had a pair of gloves that I cut the fucking fingers off because I just wanted to be Leon, you know. He is fucking, it's my favorite character, you know. This game was my whole childhood, basically. Alright, we've got some more handgun ammo in here. And I think there's 2 more blue medallions over here. One is on this windmill. And you can examine it. If only the villagers were a bit nicer, this would be a nice, tranquil place. Indeed it would, Leon. I absolutely fucking love the environments in this game, and I love the, you know, just the scenery in this game is fucking beautiful. It looks amazing, guys. Look at that. This game is like 20 fucking years old, basically. And it just looks fucking incredible. Look at that. It's amazing. I could go on and on about the atmosphere and the environments of this game. But guys, like, I just cannot stress enough how much this game means to me and how much I fucking love it. Because like I said, it is literally my favorite video game ever. Some people don't like it though because, you know, it did jump the shark and make Resident Evil become more action-oriented, but in my opinion, it really works for this game, because it's still, you know, it's still horror at its roots. while there is action to it, there are some parts of this game, though, that are just pure fucking action, and they get on my fucking nerves. But I'll talk about that later. I've seen the signpost before. Now, Resident Evil 4 has quick time events, like this one, where you have to run away from this boulder like Indiana Jones, and then you have to dodge it, get out of the way, or it will kill you. But there are also other quick time events in this game as well, and I do find the quick time events to be a little annoying sometimes, but they don't really break the game. They're not that terrible. So, we're almost at the end of this chapter as well. I'm going to, I'm only going to save the game at the end of each chapter. There are, I actually don't know off the top of my head how many exact chapters, I don't know exactly how many chapters there are in this game. So these enemies have dynamite. If you shoot them in the hand while they're holding it, it will blow it up and kill them instantly. They are very annoying enemies. But yeah, they're not too bad if you can shoot that dynamite out of their hand. And there's also these gigantic spiders on the fucking wall. I'm not gonna kill them though, because there's no fucking need to. Look at that one. Something else that I was going to mention is that the little radio calls in this game, they remind me a lot of the little codec calls that you can get in the Metal Gear Solid games. So I think that's probably what they were going for, actually. So I think that's pretty funny. It reminds me of, you know, the Metal Gear Solid games. Now, those games, I might play through them on my channel at some point, but the thing is, with Metal Gear, those games are just pure cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after fucking cutscene. It's like watching a goddamn movie, basically. So that's why I'm a little more reluctant to play through those games on my channel, just because I feel like the videos would be a bit too long for my liking. But anyway, that's beside the point. Now we need to go into this room here. Now, by the way, the newest Resident Evil game that came out, the remake of Resident Evil 4, in my opinion, I talked about how the remakes of 2 and 3 were a bit lackluster. Resident Evil 2 remake was good, but it did cut a significant bit out of the game. Not nearly as fucking bad as Resident Evil 3 remake, though. But, guys, I think the remake of Resident Evil 4 is a fucking fantastic game. It is really, really good. But, we're gonna get a cutscene here, and this will be the end of Chapter 1-1.
Little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
Perfect. The big cheese.
What?
And that is the end of Chapter 1-1. So, look at how many saves I have in this game, guys. I have so fucking many. So, I'm going to save it on this one, number 6, because I don't really know what that is, and I don't really give a fuck to override it. Yeah, we'll save it on this one, and then that is going to be the end of this video. I did want to mention, though, how the typewriters work in this game. basically you'll get typewriters and you can just go up to them and save your progress there, and it basically works like a checkpoint. If you want to, quit playing the game for whatever reason, you can load one of these typewriter saves and you can just start the game from that area. But you can also save at the end of each chapter, which is what I'm going to be doing here. So we're going to save right here on number 6, and that will be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.